Ashilale.
Hi, Jason. Can you hear me?
How are you? Yes, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
That's great. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for hosting.
Oh, yeah, thank you. You're in California or?
Yes, I am.
Oh, nice. So 4 o'clock, right? 4:10?
Yes, 4:11 right now. Yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
Are you from what state are you from?
Indiana?
Oh, Indiana.
Yeah, so here 7 o'clock, 7:10.
Oh, 7:10. Yeah, that's okay, baby. I have a little dog, so and my she's a little bit fuzzy today.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Yeah. Is this what she looks like? You see it?
I think
Yeah.
you're,
See you?
oh, yes, very nice.
Can you see her?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
She's like my little baby.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
I have relatives coming over, and they also have pets. So she's getting a little bit fuzzy. She get angry.
Oh, yeah,
She doesn't like them to come and visit her territory.
absolutely. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us, Jason.
Oh, of course. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise.
Oh, Lamala.
Hey everyone, namaste.
Namaste. Now it's 7:13 here, Lamala. So maybe we wait 2 more minutes and then begin.
Okay, sure.
Great.
So everyone have this text, yes? This 8 words of mind training text. Yeah.
Yes. Which translation will you use?
Lochawa
Oh,
House.
yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I can put that in the link for everybody.
Okay.
Let me just find it.
Okay. Anyway, it's very nice to see you, our friend. I forgot your name. What's it? You're Rebecca? No.
The Justin? Justin,
Yeah,
right?
Justin. Yeah, now I remember. Yes. I see you after a long time.
Justin, yes, thank you.
Yeah. Mhm.
Learning how to use this thing.
I put the text in the chat for everybody.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you. Okay, Lamala, I will mute everybody and let
Okay.
you begin. Okay.
So anyway,
Oh, sorry. You can there we
okay.
yes, yes. Okay, yeah, thank you.
So it's very nice to see you all, and then I hope you all doing well, and I hope you know that this is the Dharma teachings. So Dharma teaching that I will share with you all is actually come from by the Lord Buddha himself, and then after coming from the Buddhas and so many ancient master practice those teachings that Lord Buddha gave, and then when they have realizations of these teachings in them, and they start to share with others, so others can have a benefit from these teachings. Okay, so this is one of the teachings of come from the Mahayanas traditions, and I hope you all you have some familiar with Buddhism teachings. Okay, okay. So anyway, before we begin, we do a Namaste Mudra. Okay, and then we pray to our Supreme Master, Lord Buddha, and all Buddhas to us. So Buddha means the one who have a great compassion in them, great wisdom. We pray to them and then asking us the blessing that give us right understanding of the truth, so we can benefit ourselves and benefit others. So all Buddhas and Buddhas to us, bless me for this. Okay. So as we all know that one of the most important thing in our life is the peace of mind. Yeah. If there's no peace in mind, then no matter what we have, seems like nothing we have. No matter what kind of house we live, no matter what kind of food we eat, no matter what kind of dress no matter what kind of location we live, if there's no peace in mind, nothing seems right. But in Buddhism, we say that peace of mind is the most important in life. If you lost it, then no matter what you achieve from outsiders, nothing can give you happiness. It's impossible. Okay. Again, the peace of mind also became very difficult. So many ancient masters of Buddhism, they tell us why most of the people doesn't have a peace in the mind. Because there's no self-love. If there's no self-love, then you cannot have a peace in mind. And why there's no self-love in them? Because there's so much self-hatred there. So much self-anger, hatred is there. Why is so self-hatred is there? So many ancient masters advise, because self-hatred is there, so people judge themselves through their mistake. People understand themselves or know themselves through body. People understand themselves through body. We are so stick with our body that we start to believe that body is myself. When body is so young, we believe I'm a young. When body become old, I'm old. When body sick, I'm a sick. When body die, I'm dying. So we stick with the body. One of the reasons is, Another reason is, and because we judge with our body and we have this definition of beautiful or ugly, all by appearance. And we look at the mirrors and, oh, why I'm like this? Why I'm not like that? Okay, discuss with judgmental thought comes in our way. And then that block us loving oneself. And then many times we make a mistake. Of course, we are beginners, we haven't reached the state where our mind is free from our negative emotions. So in time to time, we make mistake. And then again, through mistake, we judge ourselves that I'm a bad person. I made a lot of terrible mistake I have. I have lots of desire. I have lots of anger. Oh, so many mistakes I have made. I'm a terrible person. Then we lost respect toward ourselves. And then because of this mistake, we are so much judging our mistake, it brings some kind of shame. Understand? When they just shame toward oneself, it cannot be respect. It cannot be respect toward oneself. There cannot be love. It's impossible when you judge yourself through your mistake. I'm a bad person. Oh, I made this mistake. I'm a bad person. I have lots of anger and desire, attachment, so on. Yeah. So we understand through ourselves, through body. We judge ourselves through our negative emotions. And there are so many people around us, so-called society of samsaric people. And they're also telling us that, oh, we are not perfect. There's something wrong in us. They have to make some kind of lines, yeah. Oh, something wrong with you. Opening for others. Opening of those peoples that who haven't known themselves, who have lots of misery in themselves, till openings we grasp. Understand? Until important becomes so important, somehow we live our life according to openness of others. Till opening becomes so strong in our life that we forgot that how I should live my life originally. So opening others also block us to self-love. Understand? And then whenever some man of the master says, yeah, when the ancient master advises us, oh, your mistake, your body is not yourself. You are always pure. You are always beautiful. It's so hard for us to accept. Understand? So hard to us to accept. Why? Because we judge ourselves. We see ourselves, as I said, we understand ourselves through how? Through body. If master asks us, if you check yourself that you know yourself, what you know about yourself, how you know yourself, what you know about yourself. What you know about yourself is the body. And body is not yourself. The name that you have is not yourself. The name is given by society. You are a Leslie, I'm a Karma, you are a Jason, Justin, yeah. They are the parents give us. And we have a title, I'm a yoga teacher, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm this and that. These are not reality. So when we check carefully, we haven't understood ourselves. And whatever we think we are is not our reality. And that blocking us, respecting oneself, loving oneself, so hard. Okay. So since Lord Buddha, so many Mahayana teachings and so many ancient masters, they advise that every sentient being is pure, perfect, and beautiful. The way every drop of milk carrying the butter, every sentient being carrying this Buddha nature. Okay. But our problem is we haven't understood this perfectness in ourselves. As I said, we see ourselves through our mistakes, through our body, through our appearance, and opening of others. Until we don't accept that my body is not my reality, my mistake cannot define me, my negative emotions, my ignorance, my anger, my desire, my jealousy cannot define me. Understand? I'm beyond than this. And we don't accept that. Okay? Self-love is impossible. Self-love doesn't mean I love myself and you drink a nice coffee. Oh, I love self and you go to some nice bar or some beach or lay down because I love myself. This not means, okay? Self-love depends on how much you understood, how much you can accept that no matter what condition you are always pure, perfect, and beautiful. Your mistake, your negative emotions, open others cannot define you. You are no different than all Buddhas. Okay? Of course, we have made mistake, but this mistake cannot destroy our reality. So many ancient master advice, like our reality is like a no difference than Buddhas. What's the difference me and Buddhas? Yeah, different is Buddha is like a gold, okay, without mud. Without mud, okay, shiny gold, yeah, all clean, okay. We are a gold with mud, okay. It's mud, like a filthy mud. It's covering the gold, yeah. But no matter how long it stay inside the filthy mud, can any filthy mud destroy the purity of gold? Just because gold stay in the filthy mud is not gold anymore? No, gold is always gold, no matter how long it stay in the filthy mud. And no matter how long, how strong this filter mud, it cannot destroy the purity of gold. And so many masters advise that Buddha and us different is like a sun. Okay, the sun. Yeah. We are like a sun that within the cloud, you know. And Buddha is the sun which free from the clouds. Again, no matter how thick this cloud is, can it destroy the beauty of the sun? Impossible. Yeah. No matter how long it stays, no matter how thick the cloud is, it has no power to destroy the beauty of the sun. Okay. Likewise, no matter how many mistakes we have made, no matter how bad emotion we have, it cannot define. They are not our reality. Understand? That's what every master says. Until you don't understand that, if you stick with your body, mostly we stick with our body. As I said, yeah. When body is young, I'm young. When body becomes sick, I'm sick. And we have a definitions of beautiful or ugly, yeah, and we judge through our body. Understand? And it's become so hard for us to accept ourselves the way we are. We have always complained. Understand? That's the reason when we see ourselves in the mirror, no matter how he or she is attractive, there will be some complaint. Why my nose is like this? Why my eye like this? Why my body shape like this? I should be somebody else, but not the way I am. There will be some complaint. No matter how attractive this woman is, this girl is, she has some kind of complaint about herself. What it shows? It shows that we don't accept the way we are. We want somebody else. And why is that? Because there's no self-love. And why? Because judgmental is there. Until the judgmental, you cannot have self-love. And if there's no self-love, no peace. It's impossible. Okay? So in Buddhism, every peace of mind, the ultimate peace of mind only happens when you clearly understand that you are not a body, you are not your mistake, not your negative emotions. When you have this understanding inborn in you, very first time you can forgive yourself. The every mistake I have made out of my ignorance. But my reality is always pure, perfect, no different than Buddha's. Only mistake happened through me is that I couldn't understand who am I. What is my reality is. I thought I'm the body. I thought I'm a mistake. I thought I'm negative emotion or the mind is myself. Okay, according to Buddhism, especially the mind of Buddhism, our reality is beyond the body and the mind. Okay, beyond the body and the mind, known as the Buddha natures, which know your body, know your mind. So once you understand this, you can forgive yourself. Okay, and when you have this self-love born in you, then when you accept your reality is no different than Buddha's. No matter what condition, no matter what kind of mistake you have made in past, this mistake cannot define you. You are always pure, perfect, and beautiful. It allows us to accept ourselves the way we are. Understand? That brings some kind of self-respect. Okay, when you have this kind of understanding, then you can have a self, then you can have a love toward others also. The way I made a mistake, yeah, these people also make mistake. The way my mistake is not my reality, their mistake also not their reality. Because Buddha natural, it exists in everyone's. It's not like only me is a Buddha nature carrying the Buddha nature and others is not carrying Buddha nature. In that case, we can say, oh, I'm the only one who is a perfect, beautiful, pure. Others are not, yeah. But every ancient master said, every sentient being is carrying Buddha nature. Every sentient being is pure, perfect, and beautiful the way they are. You need to see that beauty. You need to see that beauty. You need to understand that perfectness. And then only you will have love toward others that allow us to forgive others. We cannot forgive ourselves. We cannot forgive others. Why? Because we judge ourselves as a mistake and we judge others through their mistake. through their negative emotions, through their appearance. Yeah, that not allow us to forgive this person, not allow us to, what do you call it, love others. Impossible. Okay. So this theory of Buddha nature allow us to loving oneself, okay, and loving others. So this teachings of 8 words of training the mind, yeah, is all about love. Okay, all about love. Love based on your love become pure or unpure based on how much you have accept yourself, how much you love yourself, and how much respect you have self for yourself. Depend on that. If you have no love in you, okay, if you haven't understood that you are not your mistake, not your body, and you stick with your body so much, then the love we will discuss about, it will not happen. It will not possible. Okay, not possible. So this 8 words of training the mind is all about love. Okay, and when we say love, it's not a love that we know. It's not a love that we experience. Okay, it's the love we call a pure love. Pure love depends on unconditional love. Yeah. The love that we experience, the love that we know, is nothing but just a decoration of our ego. You know, another form of our ego. The love that we experience, the love we know, doesn't destroy our hatred, doesn't destroy our attachment, doesn't make us humble. The love that we have makes us more worse. Understand? What kind of love is that? That cannot destroy the hatred. Why is that? Because very much that's not love. Yeah. The love that we know is our love is controlling. Understand? Controlling. The person that we love, we want to control them. We want them to be our servant. Understand? We want them to be our servant. Let's say you love your husband, you love your wife, you love each. What is that supposed to mean? Think about it. Yeah. We want this person that we say, I love this person, we want him or her to act according to our wish. That's the reasons, and whenever this person don't act according to our wish, we hate. That's the reason in the night you say, oh, I love you. At the morning you fight. Understand? 1 month before you are running after, 1 month later you run away from this person. Understand? Our love doesn't destroy. Our love is very much like a condition. You give me, I give you. If you stop giving me, I will stop too. Very much conditions. That's why it's like it's not love, but it's like a decorations for our ego. The love that we understand, the love we experience, is only help our ego to become more stronger, more stronger, more stronger. Okay, the more we love, yeah, the more our ego and attachment, and anger and desire become more strong. If it was pure love, it's supposed to destroy the hatred. But our love bring more hatred in us. Understand? It means in the very first place, we thought it's love, but it was not. It was just desire. Yeah. And another quality of desire is, I want you to make me happy. That's the view of desire. Attachment. I want you to make me happy. I want you to act according to my wish. It's your responsibility to make me happy. Yeah. But when we say love in Buddhism, yeah, it's all about giving. It's not a controlling, but it's about surrendering. Understand? Surrendering. I'm happy when you are happy. Your suffering is my suffering. But between you and me, there's no boundary anymore. So I will be happy when I see you happy. I will be suffer when I see you in suffering. Understand? Between when the person you love and you, between there's no boundary anymore. okay, and become a totally surrendering, totally unconditional. Yeah. Unconditional love means whatever you do to me, understand? Whatever you do to me, you will praise me or you will insult me. You'll be nice to me or not nice to me, yeah. But the love that I have always remain. My love will not change for you, no matter what you do. Understand? It's called unconditional love. And that's the love definition of love. Love until not became unconditional is not love. Okay? And when we see ourselves carefully, then there's no self-love ourselves. Because the reason whatever we say love are about desires. One of the definition of love and desire is like I want you to make me happy. Yeah, desire is I want. Very good. Love definition of love is I want you to be happy. This is the wish of love. Yeah. Desire is I want you to make me happy. That's the desire. Totally different directions. Okay. So this 8 verses training the mind, it's mostly talking about as I say unconditional love. No boundary. Yeah. But remember, yeah, unconditional love only born when you have a self-love in you. And self-love only happens when you clearly understand that I'm not a body. I'm not a mistake. I'm not my negative emotions. I'm always no different than all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Okay? There's so many people nowadays, especially nowadays, I think among young peoples, even Asia and I'm sure in the Europe and America, there are so many young people who have so much self-hatred. You know that? If self-hatred becomes so strong that people will hate themselves. Maybe people are tired of themselves. They don't want to, they want to do something that help them to forget themselves. Understand? They do every kind of enjoyment, yeah, which allow them to forget themselves. Okay? And one of the viewpoint of Buddhism, which says, why this samsara pleasures, name of pleasure is all is like a helping us to forgetting ourselves. Yeah, why is that? Because whenever we forget ourselves, we feel peace. Understand? Whenever we remember ourselves, we don't like it. Because we have our statue, our what do you call it, mirror, yeah, our mirror, our what do you call it, reflection, our reflection, okay? We made our reflection like an evil. So we don't wanna see our reflections. We wanna close, we wanna do something that help us to forget ourselves. That's also one of the signs that how this self-hatred is so strong among peoples. Every individual have this, yeah. Most of who haven't understood that they are not the body and the mind. Okay. That's why in Zen Buddhism they say, in order to achieve this peace of mind, you must understand your original face. Okay, they name it original face, yeah. The original face that you have before your parents born. And until you don't understand that, this cannot be had a self-love. Okay, and self-hatred will be there. And because of self-hatred, now even you say, I love others, you will give the suffering to others. It cannot offer to love others. Or to offer love to others, you need in you first. The very first place you have it. Okay. So here this master, yeah, master called Geshe Langri Tangpa. He was born between 10th and 11th century. Okay. Now his story, who was he, which place he born, these things you can do by in Google. Okay, it's available in Google. So I will explain what is not written in Google. What is already written in Google, you can search in Google. Yeah, no need to explain. Okay, why wasting time? Yeah, you can find it in Google. Okay, I will explain what is not written there. Okay. One of the profound master called Geshe Langri Tangpa. Okay, he's the master, not as a master nowadays master. Okay, nowadays master is you go to some study from few master and read few books and become a master. Yeah, without any experience of dharma, without risking anything. You live in your comfort zone, you study a little bit and try to explain to others, and you became Dharma teachers. Yeah. But ancient times in India, okay, they divided into two categories of the master. Okay, in ancient India, where the Buddhism flourished in India, yeah. They call it a Pandit and Pragyavan. Okay, Pandit. Pandit means nowadays maybe very much like a schooler. Schooler, okay, who collect informations. Yeah. Who have no wish to changing himself. Who think, I'm okay, I have a good house, good food, good friend, good family, good wife, good husband. No need to change. That's enough for me. But I need informations so I can have a gain some respect, so I can gain some fame, popularity. Yeah. This kind of thought you have and study. So whatever he studied, he became a boss of this knowledge. Understand? He became boss of this knowledge, and he used this knowledge according to his desire. But he remained untouched by his knowledge that he shared with others. Okay, and in Indian India, they say it's called educated parrot. You know, educated parrot, you give education to the parrot, he can repeat those words, yeah, but still he don't understand what he's saying. They call educated parrot. Okay. He himself remained untouched. Okay, untouched by those who information, those who knowledge that he is giving to others. So he used, yeah, this for gaining himself, so fulfill his own desires. Okay, that's called a pandit. Mostly nowadays Islam maybe scholars. Yeah, scholars. And the another category they say Pragyavan. Yeah. Pragyavan is the persons who really wish to understand themselves, who have everything. Nice job, nice house, nice family. Yeah. But still he missing is something is not right here. Among this all, he still feels misery. Okay. So he understand that no matter what I achieve in this world, nothing can give me satisfactions. There's something wrong. I'm taking my life in the wrong path. I must change myself. So he come to Dhamma, okay, collect this Dharma for what? To changing himself. So he not became a boss of Dharma, but Dharma became his boss. He lived according to Dharma. He will use Dharma according to his wish. Okay, that's called Pragyavans. So this Geshe Langri Tangpa was a real master, like a Pragyavans, who really studied, reflect, and meditate, who really risked his life, years and years staying in the cave, cold cave, practicing. Yeah. And then until this great compassion, great love, not born in him, he practiced, risking his life, giving of all fortune of samsara. Understand? Totally into dharmas. Yeah. And then when this realization of this dharma, so-called great compassion, great love, great wisdom, born in him, he practiced it. And then when this realization happens, yeah, now he started to share because he understood what a bliss is there, where the real compassion born in me. Understand? And the real, what happened when the real compassion born us? What happened when we are becoming free from our hatred? What kind of feeling will be there? Yeah, he experience. And when you see others, when you look at others, look at us, you say, oh, people are suffering. Because there's lots of hatred in there, lots of anger and desire in there. And they are the causes that are bringing suffering in our life. Every individual suffering because of these negative emotions. So out of compassion, yeah, is sharing these profound teachings. Okay, this teaching has his soul in it. This every teaching has blood in it. It comes from by experience, comes from through its soul. Understand? Yeah. That's called a Geshe Langri Tangpa, okay, one of the profound master. About him, if you want a long story, yeah, you can search in the Google, available, no problem, yeah. You can search it all any times. Okay. Now 8 verses training the mind, yeah. Training the mind means, as I said, such a way we need to train our mind so we can be free from our negative emotions, our ignorance, that still don't understand who am I, why I'm here, what are the purpose of life. Okay, in Tibetan Lojong, okay. Training the mind also means we train our mind so we make it free, we can make ourselves free from our negative emotions such as hatred, anger, desires. Yeah. Because the whole cause of suffering of our life is not outside, it's within ourselves. They call negative emotions such as ignorance, yeah, such called desire, hatred, jealousy, proud, all negative emotions that we have, they are the cause that we cannot have a peace within. They are the cause, they're all misery in our life. They are the cause that no matter what we achieve, we cannot have a joy in life. Okay, we cannot have joy. And when I say when we don't have any joy in life, doesn't mean we cannot drink a nice coffee or go to bar, yeah. But that's we are not this is not called joy of life, okay? Because I see some Western people say, I am enjoying my life, and they drink a beer in the beach, you know. You are maybe enjoying the beer, but you're not enjoying your life. Maybe I'm enjoying my life and they're listening big music, you know, the big sound music. I mean, and what are you doing? I'm enjoying my life. You're not enjoying your life. You're maybe listening to music or you're enjoying the music. You are not enjoying your life. Enjoying your life means when you don't have to do anything. Understand? When you can sit there alone, doing nothing, still you can feel blessed in there. Understand? Like some kind of bliss inside, joy inside. So this joy is not come from the outside object. It is subjective, that born in you. Doesn't rely on good beer, good smoke, good beach, or good girlfriend or boyfriend. Doesn't depend on these things. Without depending on the others, when there's just some joy in you, yeah. That's when you can enjoy that because now you're enjoying your life. Your life, yeah. That joy only happens when you make yourself, when we make ourselves free from our negative emotions. Okay, so train our mind so we can make ourselves free from our negative emotions. Okay, one of the explanations like this, yeah. Another way is we start training the mind is we train our mind in such a way that we can be free from the mind itself. That's the ultimate goal of the training the mind, Lojong. Okay. Iron cut the iron. Mind cut the mind. When you have a needle inside your needle, you need another needle to take out that needle. And when this needle come out, you throw that needle also. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe my English is not so clear, okay, maybe, okay, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here, yeah. According to Buddhism, ultimate realization of our Buddha natures only happens when you are be free from our mind. Ultimate truth of our life is not a subject of the mind. It's beyond the mind. Until there's a mind, you cannot understand reality of non-duality, so-called ultimate truth. Okay? So that's why in Zen Buddhism, here in Japan and in Korea, there's Zen Buddhisms, then practice called no mind practice. But there's a mind, you cannot understand the ultimate truth, the highest truth of our life. Okay, so ultimate goal is training the mind so we can find, we can understand, we can see, we can experience that which is beyond the mind. And that is our reality. Okay, that's what we say, like order to understand, order to what do you call achieve this happiness. Yeah, you have to discover yourself, you have to understand yourself, which is beyond the body and the mind. Mind also not ourself, not our reality, nor the body is our reality. So training the mind, the ultimate meaning is, in the beginning, you make yourself free from that negative emotion. Ultimate is the process how to make oneself free from the mind itself. Okay, next. There are few ways of having compassion. Okay, so I'll go a little briefly, okay, because we have only 2 days here and 1 hour each. There's a few reasons that can give us compassion. Yeah, one compassion when we can have it is when we see people are poor, blind people, people who have no hand, no legs, no food, very poor condition. Whenever we see, because this causes can bring us compassion. Okay, which we call it lowest compassions. Whenever you see some poor people, some very sick people, or so many people are dying with war, whenever you heard this news, when you see people are, how this child is suffering because of war, yeah, and you see, you feel compassion. Okay, one type of compassion. Another type of compassion when we have it, another type of compassion that Buddhism talk about is that every samsaric portion that we have is about to change. Every pleasure of samsara, every happiness of samsara, okay, is changing. It will not stay forever. And whenever it change, it brings sufferings. It becomes a cause of sufferings. Okay? Now it's happiness, but later or sooner, you are so proud of these things, later it brings suffering in you. That's called suffering with change. Okay? So when this type of compassion happens only when you have an understanding of impermanent. Okay, and you see how people are so much attached to samsara fortunes, name, fame, popularity, wealth, power. Yeah, they are so stick with this, and they don't understand that at the end it will leave you. You have to leave behind. And even while you are having them, you will no guarantee that you will enjoy. Most cases, whenever we have the samsara fortunes, people become more worse, more suffering, more worries. And when you stick with them, okay, it became bring later or sooner, you will have a suffering in them. Okay, that's called suffering with change. Yeah. Suffering with change happens when the person who have eye of wisdom that sees how people are so full. Why they cannot understand that this samsaric pleasure, this samsaric fame, popularity, power, they cannot bring them lasting happiness. They cannot give them satisfactions. In their life, no matter how many times they experience, still they want more. Why people don't understand this? When the person who have eye of wisdom, when they see how people are so full, yeah, this wisdom, eye of wisdom make them born compassion to others. Okay. Now we don't have that type of compassion. When we see some people are enjoying the beach, having a good time, okay, we don't feel compassion. Maybe we feel angry. And people are enjoying there, we don't feel compassion. Maybe we feel angry or hate them. Why they are enjoying so much? Why this enjoyment is not in me? Why they are enjoying so much? Yeah. But eye of the wisdom who have understanding the impermanent, that every samsara things is changing, and it will bring the suffering at the end. When people see, when he saw people are so much grasping to it, there's a compassion built in them. Okay, that's the one second reasons. And highest compassion, we say another reason is in Mahayana Buddhism. Okay, in Mahayana Buddhism, we believe that we're born in this world like countless times. So we are not new here. No one is new in this world. Everything we do is repeating. Nothing is new in this world, in samsara. So we are, according to Mahayana Buddhism, that we're born in this world uncountless time. So every single being had been in the past our mother. There is no possibility that no single being had been not your mother. Somehow you have been born in this with persons. Okay, like there's no single person who have been not become our mother in the past. Okay, when we're talking about the countless time of birth. So when you understand that every single being had my mother, then the way this life mother care me, give me love, give me so great to me, yeah. Or every single being had my mother means the way in their timing of my mother, become my mother, they did the same thing. You see? They did same greatness to me, so kind to me, the way this life mother have done to me. Yeah. So when you understand that every son and bear mother, now I'm born as human beings. I got a chance to understand what the reality of my life, what to do to improve myself. But I see so many mothers and beings are in sufferings. Some born in animals, hells, hungry ghost. Yeah. Some born as a human being, but they have never learned the Dharma. They don't know anything about the Dharma. Or they are just stick with the samsaric fortunes and they think this the yoga truth. And that brings suffering in them. Yeah. With this understanding, oh, now it's my responsibility to help mothers and beings. Okay, this kind of thought bringing the compassions. Yeah. Now, ultimate compassion happens when you understand that every sentient being is pure, every sentient being is perfect, every sentient being is beautiful. The way I am pure, perfect, and beautiful, or every sentient being carrying this Buddha natures. The way my reality is beyond my mistake and my body, every sentient being is same as me. Same reality, equal. The way I don't want suffering, the way I want happiness. Every sentient being wanting happiness, no one wants suffering. Or I'm same. We all equal. We all same. Yeah. When you have this understanding, okay? Then every sentient being is same as Buddhas, no different than Buddhas. Every sentient being pure, perfect, beautiful. When you have this understanding born in you, okay? That became a cause that you have unconditional love, unconditional compassion. Okay? Here we are talking about, now we don't have this all compassion, okay? We have a once in a while compassion, so-called lost one. Whenever we see some poor people, people with no hand, no eye. That's also this kind of compassion. Also, we have very short timing. When you walk in the street, you see a little compassion. When you come back home, room, compassion disappear. Very short moment, yeah. Because of lack of practice of compassion, lack of practice of love. Most of we practice our mind, practice on what? On desire, on hatred, on anger. That's the reason we don't feel compassion in ourselves. When we check into ourselves, when we check what's going on in mind, what kind of mind I will have most of distractions, desire, anger, hatred. You don't see some kind of unconditional love. Okay, so that's why compassion toward oneself, compassion in our life, so hard. We are far from compassion, yeah. And far from became more far from love. And then no wonder why our life became miserable. Understand? So much with machine, yeah, we became like a machine, machine. No feeling. No feeling. Okay? Once in a while, maybe the feeling comes, but there's no such feeling in us. Yeah. Very much become a machine, yeah. Some of the master advise why people became like a machine. Because day and night they spend time with machine. And then stick with computer, stick with this, and never have a connection with oneself. Where you can sit calm and try to observe yourself that what I'm going with my life. What really matters in my life? What is important in my life? Whatever I achieve, what kind of essence in them? You don't have to observe, you don't think. We just follow what's going on outside the world, yeah. We are the people, this what do you call it? Go with flow. Go with flow. Go with flow, yeah. We are like go with flow. Okay. We don't reflect that much. And what society is doing, we just walk with that society. Okay, that's became give us very less chances, make us far away from love and compassion toward ourselves or toward others. And unconditional love became more rare. Maybe once in a blue moon. Maybe, okay, maybe, and that's also in the lowest ones. Okay. Now the Geshe Langri Tangpa tried to share us, he gave us 8 verses so we can train this mind so we can be free from our hatred. Okay. But here he's talking about directly to others, love toward others. Love toward appeasant beings. Okay, other means appeasant beings. Okay, appeasant being means including ourselves. When I say I love appeasant being, including myself, because I'm also category of sentient beings. I'm not some kind of aliens, yeah, aliens. I'm also category of what do you call it, human beings. Understand? When I say I love appeasant being, means I love myself also. Because I'm also category of sentient beings. I love appeasant being means I love my mother. I love my father. Appeasant being include the enemies. Understand? Those people who harm us. They are also sentient beings. Our enemies are not like some kind of machine or some kind of robot. If our all enemy is robot and machine, then we can say I hate my enemy. Yeah, it's not including sentient beings. Yeah, but all enemies that we have, those who let's say give us suffering, give us some hard times. Yeah. So here is the first stage, as I said in the beginning. The first stage is have a self-love in you. That self-love depends on how much you accept that your mistake cannot define you. Your mistake is not your reality. Understand? Your body is not yourself. And opinion of others cannot define you. How much you understand, how much you accept that I'm pure, perfect, and beautiful. No matter how many mistakes I have made, no matter how strong negative emotion I have, how much you understood this, and how much you accept yourself the way you are. Understand? Depend on this understanding, or to have a self-love. Or to make yourself free from self-hatred, depending on this understanding, that how much you understood. When I say understood, doesn't mean repeating, okay? Of course, we can say repeat, yeah, having a lots of self-hatred, and we can sometimes repeat, I love, I'm a pure, I'm a beautiful, yeah, we can repeat that without understanding. But it will not cure our hatred, okay? Always remember it, okay? So this eight words of training the mind help us to first loving oneself, forgive ourselves, and then loving others. Because once you understand the 8% being carrying Buddha, no different than Buddhas. So different sentient being, yeah, different Buddhas come in different form to help me. Okay, one of the viewpoint of here is mind training. Okay, how you should train mind, how you should react when you have a different type of circumstance. Okay, now first is the master here saying is what kind of mind you should cultivate in you first. Okay, the first verse is what kind of mind you should cultivate. Yeah, so here says he's saying himself first. Okay, by thinking of all sentient beings as more precious than wish fulfilling jewels for accomplishing the highest aim. Yeah, I will always hold them dear. See, I will always hold them dear. I will always love every sentient beings. Okay, I'll always, yeah. Always means no matter what you do to me. That's what it means. Okay, no matter what you do to me, you love me or not love me, you praise me or insult me. Okay, you help me or harm me. That love that I have for you will not change. Because my love doesn't depend on you, doesn't depend on your behavior. My love for everyone is my way of living. Understand? I choose to live according to the love now. I give up living according to the hatred. Now I want to live according to the path of love. It's not depend on your behavior. Understand? When you have this kind of thought, when your love became your way of life, yeah, the way you're breathing, okay, in and out, same time, every heartbeat, make you remembering that the love, okay, the love inside, giving informations in your mind, yeah. So here Master says, oh, I'll always hold them dear, always hold every sentient being like a deer, no matter what they do to me. Okay, that's called unconditional. Now, As I said before, yeah, most of us, we don't have this unconditional. Our love is like very much like a business. You give me love, I give you love. You stop, I will stop. Understand? And that brings some kind of hatred, fight. Yeah, even the husband, wife, the relationship cannot stay long. Even stay long, most of compromise. Because of children, because of house, they stay together, but there's no love within for each other's. Yeah. Why? Because so much conditions. I'm your wife, whenever you see, you should smile on me. I'm your husband, whenever you see me, you should smile. There's some kind of conditioning. If I smile to you, you should smile me to back. Even small, little things, we have expectations. Understand? Let's say if you smile to your husband or wife, if she or he doesn't smile you back, then what happens? You become angry. Hey, what's wrong with you? Yeah. I smile at you and you don't smile back. What's wrong with you? What it means? What it shows? It shows even you smile, give you smile, you want back smiles. Even the small amount of smile, just smile. Even that, you want back something, return. Everything we do, yeah, is conditioning. Then that cannot allow us to have a good relationship, powerful relationship. Okay. That's why most of husband and wife relationship became like a war zone, war zone. War zone, okay, like a war. Every day, house became a war zone. Every day they do fighting. They're searching for what to do to fight. Everything, every talk, some kind of cures, some kind of fight. Okay, never satisfied with each other. Okay. Some of the ancient masters says like if wife is smiling and good, nice to her husband, yeah, husband start to become a doubt that why she's today so smiling, so nice to me. Maybe she wants some shopping. Maybe she wanted some shopping. That's why she's so nice to me today. Okay, they have a doubt. They said, and if husband is so nice to, he brings some flowers, some chocolate. They say, why became a doubt? Why today he's so nice? Maybe he met some girl. Okay, and now he's a confession, confessing. He met some girl, spent time with the girl, and now he's confessing. That's why he became chocolate and flower. Suddenly, some doubt. Okay, this all happens how because our love based on desire. Our love is the person that we love. We want him or her to act according to us. We want them to be our slave. Listen, slave. And then, how can that remove our hatred here? The more we say, I have love, the more our ego becomes stronger. Hatred becomes more stronger. Our love is giving vitamin to our ego, giving more vitamin to our, more charging, okay, more charging to our hatred. What kind of love is that? That doesn't destroy hatred. That's the first place, it was neglect. Love only happens when this unconditional. Okay, that's what every master says. Why you don't have unconditional love? Why? Because you have no self-love. Why you have no self-love? Because you have a judgmental thought toward yourself. Judgmental. Judgmental thoughts you have. If you don't remove this judgmental thought, you cannot have self-love. When there's no self-love, you cannot have a self-respect. Understand? So here master says, every sentient being is so precious, like some kind of a jewel that fulfill my wish. Every sentient being help me. Those who come to harm me give a chance to have a patience. Understand? Order to have a patience. What do you need? Order to be free from anger. Yeah. Order to be a patience. Patience. That order to be free from this our hatred. Or one practice we call a patience. Yeah. And your patience depending on harming from outsiders. You sit alone. You can say I have a patience. Yeah. But who knows? depending on what kind of situation you will face in difficulty times. So these people who come as a form of enemies, who come to harm me, it was my ignorance. I see them as my enemy. In reality, is they are Buddhas. They come to help me to cultivate my patience, actually. Understand? This kind of visions, seeing them as Buddha, and they come to help me, speaking harsh to me. So help me to destroy my ego, destroy my attachment, destroy my anger, give me a patience, practice my patience, make me strong. They come to help me, actually. In reality, they come to help me. By my eye of ignorance, I see them my enemies. What a fool I am. Now I understand every form, every sentient being who come in the form of my enemy, actually real Buddha, they come to help me. So they are more precious than jewels. Because of them, I can cultivate compassion. I can cultivate forgive. I can cultivate patience, forgiveness, compassion, love, because of them. So now there are those who are nice to me, they are so nice. Those who are not nice to me, they are also nice. Understand? Those who come to help me, oh, they are great. Those who come to harm me, also great. Because they give me opportunity to have a patience. They allow me how much compassion I have. Because I don't know how much compassion I have. I have really love or not, depending on people. If you stay in the people who praise you always, oh, you are so nice, you are so great. And we don't know how much hatred we have. Understand? Toward others. Do you have a compassion or not? How much patience we have? We don't know. We know this when we meet the enemies, so-called enemies. When we meet this Buddha who come in the form of enemy, who come to help us. So he must say, oh, let's hold them dear. No matter what they do to me, they praise me or insult me, my love for them always remains. Because of sentient being, I can have a practice of compassion. Because of sentient being, I can have a practice of forgiveness. Because of sentient beings, I can see, I can understand the suffering of the samsara. So many things I can learn from the people. Understand? Those who harm me or those who help me. I can learn many things from people. And every single people that we face in our life have something to give, actually. That's what Abhima says. It's our ignorance that we don't see it. We can learn from every single being that we meet in our life. His wrong behave or his positive behave toward ourselves. Every time there's something we can learn from these people. Okay? And because of them, now I can have achieved this Buddhahood, so-called enlightenment. So they are more precious. Always hold them dear. Okay? And it's also depend on, I will not judge them through mistake. Because I understand, their reality is not their mistake is their not reality. The way my mistake is not my reality, their mistake also not their reality. The way my body is not my reality, their body also their not reality. Their reality is always pure, perfect, and beautiful. Oh, understand that. With this understanding, I look at them with this eye. Think about it. When you see everyone as a pure, perfect, and beautiful, how can you hate? Impossible. So, because the reason, always hold them dear. Okay? Now, the second verse is about giving up arrogance. Arrogance only happens when you don't understand that every single being is equal. Every single being is the same. When you start to thinking that I'm special than others. I'm American, so I'm special than Asians. I'm a doctor, then I'm special than other people who are not doctor. I'm some kind of great professor who teach in university. I'm special. Any causes that bring thinking us that I'm special than others. Bringing destroy the thought of equality. Okay, thought of equality. Whenever you're thinking you are special, destroy the thought of equality. And another quality of love is seeing everyone as equal. That's the eye of love. Okay, or eye of love also can happen like every bad sentient being I put above than me. No sentient being is lower than me. Because I know myself, yeah, but I don't know others. Okay, I know how much negative emotion I have. I know, but I cannot know how much compassion they have. I don't know. Okay, so here the master says in the second verses, yeah, whenever I will be in the company of others, okay, I will regard myself the lowest among all, and from the deep of my heart, yeah, I respect others as a supreme. Means no matter what, I will pay my respect to every sentient being, being a respectful person. Okay, that's what it means here. Being respectful person, yeah. Being respectful person means, again, we have this, because our judgmental thought, even for respect, we judge people, yeah, who are lower status than us. We don't respect them. Maybe we respect our president, our minister, our king, or who are very powerful, who are very rich. We respect them. But those who are lower status than us, we don't respect them. Or those who work us in our housekeepers, we don't respect them. They are like a machine to us. They are like a no human being, those. Okay, it's not not seeing as equalities, yeah. So here master saying, every individual that I meet in my life, I will treat with them with respect from bottom of my heart. I will not bring any kind of arrogance whenever I meet others. Whenever I with others, I will treat myself lowest. I will treat everyone as a supreme. Okay, that's also act. So when you see others supremes, when you treat others with respect. It's not about respect to who. It's about being a respectful person toward everyone. Respectful is not about objective, okay? It's a subjective. Understand what I mean? Subjective. It's not objective. You don't choose people, yeah, because he's so poor. Well, I need to respect. He's very rich. I should respect. Not like this. No matter what, who is, doesn't matter, poor or rich, powerful or weak people, lower than me or above than me. No matter who comes in my way, I will pay respect myself. Because I choose to live respectfully way. The way I choose act of love, I choose live according to love. Now I choose to live respectful way. No matter what, who comes in my way, I will treat everyone with respect. Okay, that's what it means. So it's about subjective. Okay, like this. Now the third part is about having a mindful. Yeah, the mindful. Okay, about having a mindfulness. Mindfulness happens also because when you understand, I am the responsible. The cause that bring the mindfulness, okay? I am the responsible. So in Buddhism, we don't believe in a creator God. Okay? Who create us? We create ourselves. Who give us suffering? Who give us happiness in our life? We give. We are the responsible. That's one of the viewpoint of Buddhism, that you are the responsible for all your life. If there's tears in your eyes, if your heart is breaking, you are the responsible. If you smile in your face, if you're enjoying, you are the responsible. No one can give you happiness. No one can give you suffering. It's you. Okay? So everything in our shoulder. We are the responsible. That's the one viewpoint of Buddhism. Yeah. So when you understand that I'm the responsible, or out of my ignorance, I make mistake. Every mistake bringing the sufferings. Because of ignorance, I have a hatred, I have desire, I have a jealousy, I have a proud, and I see happiness there, where happiness doesn't exist. Understand? I see good there where goodness doesn't exist. I search for happiness there where happiness doesn't exist. I'm the person who take the stone and try to smell of rose out of stone. I'm the person who bring the sand in the hand. Okay, go to the beach and bring the sand and try to crush it, hoping maybe some oil comes. Kind of olive oil comes from this sand. Okay, no matter how much I crush, yeah, only there's nothing, no oil. Stone smelling, no rose, no smell of rose. I see something for there which doesn't exist there. That's why till now I'm empty from inside. Okay, this kind of understanding. Now I have a maybe good family, good husband, good wife, good food, good house, good car, yeah. But what about inside of me? I'm really satisfied? Am I really having a peace? Am I? When I check myself, no. I see no peace inside. Even for to sleep, I need to take a pills. Even to enjoy, I need to watch movie. Why can't I enjoy myself without watching movie, without listening music? Why can I enjoy when I'm alone? Why can I enjoy just sit the way every master, yeah? When they enjoy, they just sit and enjoy. Why? My enjoyment always comes from others. Why I can enjoy my being? Why this misery happens? Why? How I'm rich here in the conditions? By who? Yeah. When you reflect and understand, oh, it's because of me. Because I never take care of myself. I give time to my work, to my car, to my house, my time, okay, my time, how I spend my time to work, to my car, to my house, to my children, to my husband, to my wife, yeah, to my friend. But I never give time to myself. Understand? I never spend time with myself. Every time I spend, whether I spend for work, whether I spend for my work computer, whether I spend with my car, my friend, cafe, I never spend time with myself. I never take care of myself. And when I don't take care of myself, all I feel is misery whenever I'm alone. Okay? And then whenever I'm alone, I feel misery out of try to checking why is misery happening. I choose the easy way, yeah, distract myself. We'll drink a beer, so I don't remember anything. Or watch movie, or help me forget. Or go to some beach, help me forget myself. So every enjoyment I do is just forgetting myself. How I reach in that state, in the misery. Yeah, and you reflect on life, okay, on your life. You understand, oh, I make this happens. Okay, I make, yeah. So when you understand, oh, I'm the responsible, whatever I'm today, yeah. So from now on, I will watch the mind and make sure, okay, I make sure those emotions, those distraction emotion that comes in my life, I'll not follow them. From now on, I will cultivate more emotion that bring peace and happiness, the real sense of happiness, real sense of peace in me. Okay. Here's a yeah. In my every action, I will watch my mind. Okay, always remember this happens when you understand that I'm the responsible for everything. Yeah. It means I have to check my action now. How you gonna watch your how do you be mindful when you watch your mind? When you watch your mind, then your action also became watched. Understand? It's like you are taking care of the projector, not the screen. You are taking care of the projector. Yeah. Vision in the screen is reflection of the projector. It's not the screen, yeah, it's the projector. Our mind is the projector. Okay. So now here Master says, whenever distraction emotion arise, yeah, I will not follow them. I will give up strongly. I will avoid them. Now there's some so-called thought of self-hatred. Some kind of anger, hatred arise. I'll immediately become mindful. In 1 second it arises, seconds I will take care. 1 minute arise out of nowhere, yeah. Second minute I will take care of it. I will not continuously do it. Yeah. Because this negative emotion is not like we plan for it and it happens, okay? Comes like this, yeah. We don't plan for today I will be angry and you walk on the street, yeah. Okay. Angry happens like it comes out of nowhere, yeah. First, we cannot block that. Because we have a lack of practice, yeah. Still we haven't make ourselves free from this emotion. Whenever it appears in first moment, second minutes, I will take care of it. Oh, here it comes, it's angry. I understand it. I will not follow it now anymore. Because I understand through my life experience, no negative emotion took me into the right place. Every negative emotion take me into misery. Okay, that's why I will take care of my mind. That's what we call a self-remembering, yeah, mindfulness. Okay, one of the profound thinker from West, I think his name is George Gurdjieff. Okay, George Gurdjieff. Okay, George Gurdjieff, very powerful person. I think he's from Ukraine, yeah, the Ukraine or Russia, I'm not sure. Okay, but he lived mostly in France and he went to Tibet, Japan, yeah. During that time, okay, when Tibet was independence, and when Tibet and has a flourish of Buddhism, and he went to Japan, okay, and he learned Buddhism. He was so inspired by Buddhism, yeah. And he became one of the profound teachers from the West, okay? Really masters, okay? So he used this self-remembering, which is some meaning of mindfulness. So mindfulness, self-remembering means whenever you go to street, yeah, let's say you go to street, okay, you can see the object, yeah, different object. Whenever we encounter different object, what happens? We forgot ourselves. And whenever we forget ourselves, now this object, whatever we see, bringing desire, anger, hatred, all kind of emotion arise because we see different object when we walk in the market. There's some nice things, some not nice things. According to our mind, yeah, we encounter because of not having mindfulness. Now it brings many negative emotions, different type of emotions, yeah. So whenever we walk in the street, we have to be aware of ourselves, called self-remembering. So some of the master advise that when you walk in the street, be aware of your breathing. Let's say you walk in the street, okay? Now you cannot aware of anything, at least you can aware of breathing. Walk, aware of breathing, how it goes in and out, yeah? Just be aware of and walk in the street. You will see that no negative emotion come in you. It's impossible. Okay? Mindfulness is like a watchman of our mind. When the house is a watchman is sitting, no thief comes, yeah? Security guard, okay, security guard. Mindfulness is like a security guard. Okay, when there's security guard, no thief can comes. But when security guard is sleeping, then thief can comes. Yeah, when there's no mindfulness, someone distract from outside object, then all kind of anger and desire, all kind of can happens. So every master advice when you walk in the street, yeah, even just be aware of your mind, aware of your breathing, especially. Okay, and you will see no negative can it will come near to you because your awareness. Okay, so here Master says, in every actions I will watch my mind because I understood every suffering I have, I am the responsible, and that happens through negative emotions. Bring negative karma that bring the suffering in my life. I'm responsible. So from now on, I will take care of my mind. How I respond. Yeah. I cannot stop how people will behave. Understand? I cannot stop the visions. But what I can do is how to respond, how to react. That's up to me. Okay, no one can take away from me. That's my freedom. Understand? So appearance comes who give me angry, like angry appearance comes. Okay, let's say unpleasant appearance comes, yeah, and pleasant appearance comes. Smooth, harsh comes, yeah, appearance. Okay, appearance, yeah. It's up to me how I react. My responsibility how I react. And if I know react with mindfulness, this negative appearance have no power to bother me. It's impossible. Okay, that's why I will every time watch my mind. Okay, that's what he's saying, as he says. Okay, maybe today we'll stop here. Okay, in this we'll stop here and maybe we'll do 5-minute break and then we'll do practice. Okay, meditations together. Okay, now we're gonna do our meditations. Okay, meditation on love and compassion. So you can sit on the meditation positions. Okay, let's begin. Begin with breathing. Okay, breathe in and out, 1, in and out 2. Yeah, count till 21 times. Okay, count the breathing 21 times in and out. After counting 21 times, just focusing on the breathing, how it goes in and how it goes out. No other thought. Do your best, bring your whole strength toward awareness, toward your breathing. Now you are chasing your breathing, how it goes in and how it goes out. Yeah, your awareness chasing in and out too, following the breathing. Okay. After counting 21 times, just aware of the breathing. Okay, let's begin. Now remind yourself that I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I'm always pure, perfect, and beautiful. Oh, I love myself. Keep repeating. Now again remind, no matter how thick the filthy mud, it cannot destroy the beautiful gold. Likewise, no matter how many mistakes I have made, no matter how bad emotion I have, it cannot destroy my beauty. I'm always pure, perfect, and beautiful. Oh, I love myself. I love myself. No matter how thick the dark cloud is, it cannot destroy the beauty of sun. Likewise, no matter how many mistakes I have made, no matter how bad negative emotion I have, it cannot destroy my beauty, my perfectness, my beauty. I'm always no different than all Buddhas. I'm always pure, perfect, and beautiful. Oh, I love myself. You have to remind this from the bottom of your heart without any hesitations. This is our reality. So without any hesitations, you have to remind yourself that I'm always pure, perfect, and beautiful. No different than all Buddhas. Oh, I love myself. I love myself. My mistake, my negative emotions cannot define me. They are not my reality. My reality is always pure, perfect, and beautiful. Oh, I love myself. I love myself. From now on, I will cultivate respect and great love toward myself. I will not keep any kind of hatred or anger toward myself. I do my best to improve myself. I do my best not to fall into hatred. From now on, I offer my forgiveness for those mistakes that I made out of ignorance. From now on, I will not keep any anger or hatred toward myself. I understand I'm not my mistake. I'm not my negative emotions. I'm always pure, perfect, and beautiful. Oh, I love myself. Remind yourself, this bottom of your heart, that you really mean it without any hesitations. Now breath in, may I contain the great happiness, peace, and its causes. And breath out, may I be free from all suffering and its causes. By breathing in and out, keep repeating. Breath in, may I contain, remain with happiness, peace, and its causes. Breath out, may I be free from all suffering and its causes. Deep breath in and out. And slowly come back to the breathing in and out. Be aware of the breathing. Now try to visualize your beloved mother. Imagine that she's sitting in front of you. And remind yourself that I love my mother. I love my mother. I love my mother. She's always pure, perfect, and beautiful. I love my mother. She's always kind to me, so great to me. Oh, I love my mother. I love my mother. She's always pure, perfect, and beautiful. I love my mother. She has experienced suffering many times because of me. She has sacrificed her happiness for me many times. I understand. She has sacrificed her happiness for me. She has experienced suffering because of me. For my beloved mother, she's always so kind, so great to me. For I love my mother. I love my mother. I ask forgiveness for those mistakes that bring problem in her life because of me. From now on, I do my best to treat her with respect. Never bring any kind of cause that brings suffering in them, in her. I will not keep any anger or hatred toward my mother. I do my best to cultivate respect, love, and compassion toward my mother. Oh, I love my mother. She's always kind, great to me. I understand. Now breathe in. May she be free from all suffering and its causes. Breathe out. May she find happiness, peace, and joy and its causes. Breathe in wherever she is. May be free from all suffering and its causes. Breathe out wherever she is. May she experience happiness, peace, joy, and its causes. Keep repeating. Now slowly come back to the breathing. Breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. Now slowly try to imagine your father, your beloved father. Do your best to look at him with eye respect and love. And remind yourself that I love my father. I love my Father. I love my Father. He is always pure, perfect, and beautiful. I love my Father. He's always kind to me, so great to me. Oh, I love my Father. He has experienced suffering many times because of me. He has sacrificed his happiness for me. I understand. So I love my Father. I love my Father. He is always great, kind to me. He's always pure, perfect, and beautiful. I love my Father. Keep reminding. From now on, I will not keep any anger or hatred toward my beloved Father. I will cultivate great respect and love toward my Father. Oh, I love my Father. I ask forgiveness for those mistakes that bring suffering in his life. I do my best not to do anything like that brings suffering in him. I will not keep any anger or hatred toward him. Cultivate respect. I do my best to treat him with respect and love and care. Oh, I love my Father. He's always pure, perfect, and beautiful. Then breath in. Wherever he is, may be free from all suffering and it causes. Breath out. Wherever he is, may experience happiness, peace, and it causes. By deep breathing, keep repeating these thoughts. Again, slowly come back to the breathing. Breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. Just be aware of this breathing. Do your best to stay in this moment. Do a Namaste Mudra and we do our dedications. By listening Dharma and practice Dharma, may it become a cause of happiness for all sentient beings. Because of listening Dharma, it became a cause to bring happiness in every sentient being's life. May because of my Dharma practice, may every sentient being find a peace and happiness, be free from all hatred. Okay, thank you. One thing to remember, okay? Whenever we practice in Mahayana Buddhism, always says, love others, yeah. This others word you will find. These others are not others who live in Africa, who are far from you, who have no connection with you, okay? So other means you have your father, you have your mother, you have your brother, you have your sisters. Yeah. The first, if you don't cultivate love and compassion to your father and your mother, it's impossible that you can have a love and compassion to unknown people. It's impossible. So in minor text, when we say other, this other referring you and other means who lives others? You live people with who? You live with your parents, your brother, your sisters. And you don't care about your mother, you don't care about your father, you don't care about your brother and your sisters. And now you're not talking about love and compassion for other sentient beings. It won't work. Always remember it. Okay? Always remember it. Must need to cultivate respect, cultivate love and compassion toward yourself. And then this beloved mother and father. Everyone is hungry of love. Always remember it. Maybe they are not hungry of food, but hungry of love. Who not? Who's not? Who's not looking for love and compassion? Who's not? Understand? So if you avoid having compassion to your mother, your father, and then you want to practice compassion and love, it won't work. It will not benefit you. You must cultivate compassion and love to your parents. And in Buddhism's view, parents is one of the great beings in our life. Okay, whatever we are today, big amount is our parents. Because because of their good deeds, because of their sacrifice. Raising children is not easy. Raising people like us, more difficult. So in all difficulties, yeah, parents has faced. You understand this when you become parents by yourself, okay? They say, what difficulty in father life? Yeah, you only understand when you become a father, they said. What kind of difficulty mother has? When you understand when you become mother yourself. Yeah. So we have to cultivate this love and compassion toward our beloved parents. Also, I met many Western friends, yeah, who said, "Oh, I cannot love my mother. She's never there to me. I hate my mother." I also met many Western people who say, "I hate my father." You know, this hatred to our father is so strong. That time also you need to remind yourself that every mistake maybe they have made, yeah, but this is not their reality. Maybe they are not there because they are having a lot of problems. So many things going on there. They are with this people or this friend or this community, because so many causes not allow us, not give chance to be there with you. But it's not their reality. Understand? You have to understand that. Yeah, and if you have some kind of hatred, you have to forgive. You should not keep carrying this hatred to our beloved parents. It's worse than among hatred. Okay, so always cultivate compassion, always cultivate, especially for parents. Yeah, if you think, when was the last time you had a good dinner with your mother? When was the last time you took your father for a good restaurant? Yeah. When was the last time then you have a good dinner, good lunch with your beloved father and mother? Right. When we check these little things, we find a very less. We forgot them maybe. Yeah. There was time when they are our best friend. They are the world, our world. They are, understand, when we're a child. Yes, my baby. Our mother is our best friend. That's the reason we always wanting mother. When the baby is small, always want mother, mother, mother. The mother was our world before when we were a child. Now she became old, she's alone, and we don't care. That's unacceptable in Buddhism. Understand? Unacceptable. Okay, so if they have made a mistake, understand every mistake happens because of ignorance. Understand that. Do not keep any hatred and anger, especially toward parents. Cultivate respect. Do your best to benefit them. Because we live in this for how long? 60 years, 70 years, 80 years? How long they will live with us? Whatever time we have left, we must live in harmony. Understand? Treating each other with respect, with care. Okay? Very, very important. So always remember, when we say love other, this means first yourself, then your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. And then when this love becomes so strong, then your neighbors, then your country, then Africa, or ghosts, yeah, then hell being, to hell, to hungry ghost. Later, they will come later, okay? You don't spend time with hungry people, yeah, or hungry ghost. You don't spend time with hell. It's imaginations, they exist in sufferings. You don't spend time with people from Africa. Yeah. But we are not saying that you shouldn't have compassion to African poor people, okay? Of course, you should have it. But this is not supposed to be like you ignoring your parents and you don't care about them, and now you want to be compassionate toward eye of these people. Not good, not right way. Understand? It's our responsibility as a son and a daughter, yeah, to treat our beloved mother and father with respect. Take care of them. Okay, always remember it. Okay, now if you have any question, please ask. Okay, if you have. If no question, then you can read this text, okay, please. I think it's appeared in the, maybe our friend Jason will send this text, okay? Try to chant every morning. Chant, it help you to cultivate compassion, cultivate love, okay? And it's very, very important. Justin has a question.
Yeah, I had a question.
Mhm.
In one part of the practice, you're saying that in some of the breaths is controlled and deeper breaths, while others are more passive. Is that correct?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
In the practice, when we were inhaling love and then exhaling our sufferings, some of the breath was more active and we were filling the belly, or was it, do we want to be passive breathing, letting the body breathe on its own?
Yeah, breath by itself.
By
No
itself?
need of control, yeah. Just breathe in whenever, let's say, when you do with mother, yeah. So only difference is when you do compassion with yourself, yeah. When you breathe in with yourself, breathe in may contain with happiness, peace, and it causes. Breath out may be free from all suffering, and it causes, okay? Okay.
And
But when you with mother and father, with others, yeah, you do, when you breathe in, okay, may my beloved mother be free from suffering, and it causes, yeah. Breath out, may she remain with great happiness, peace, and it causes. Or she experience peace, happiness, and it causes. Okay, only that difference.
And when I'm practicing this and I'm focusing on combining the thought with the breath,
Yes, yes, yes.
if I notice that I'm controlling the breath in any way, even like small ways, I should try to relax and let it go.
Relax, yes. No controlling breathing. No control breathing. Okay, just deep breathe, deep in and out. Yeah. With your deep breath in and out, but thought is, yeah, compassion and love.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like no question anymore. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, thank you very much. Okay, and it's so nice to see you, and I'll hope we'll see you tomorrow again. Okay. So
Thank
please,
you,
good night.
Lamala.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Night.